Usually, solving kidnapping cases takes an unimaginable amount of work and a collaboration from detectives and law enforcement. They have immense pressure on their shoulders, and the process can take months, years, or even decades. While it's expected that these officers will conclusively solve these cases, sometimes it takes an unexpected outside source that truly makes the big break in a case. Take what recently happened to Yvette Henley, for instance. When this little girl went missing and the authorities had no leads, they got some major assistance from an unexpected source. Until recently, 4-year-old Yvette Henley was living with her father, Virgil. Then, Virgil was deemed unfit to care for the child, after he was said to be emotionally abusive. So a court in their California hometown granted custody to Yvette's grandparents, Kim and Gary Forrester. Nevertheless, after the court's ruling, Virgil suddenly disappeared with his daughter and girlfriend and was nowhere to be found. Kim and Gary immediately contacted police to help track them down. After 3 weeks of detective work and combing the nearby areas in search of the young Yvette, they didn't have any leads. Ultimately, Kim and Gary decided if they wanted any hope of finding their granddaughter, they had to take matters into their own hands. Noting the success social media has played in solving other prominent missing persons cases, Kim and Gary decided to shift their focus to Facebook. They began contacting all of Virgil's friends on the site, inquiring of his whereabouts. Their first breakthrough came when they reached out to a man named Harry Brown. Harry, a 21-year-old from Staines in Surrey, England, had previously met Virgil on an internet message board. They'd chatted a few times, but they weren't close. Nevertheless, Harry decided he would do everything in his power to help track him down. To begin, Harry reached out to Virgil and engaged him in casual chat. As the conversation progressed, however, he began to procure more information out of Virgil about his whereabouts and intentions for Yvette. Harry discovered that the father and daughter were at a hotel in Arizona, and the little girl was, thankfully, okay, for now. Then, Harry devised a magnificent plan. He offered to order Virgil, Yvette, and his girlfriend a pizza and have it delivered to their hotel. When doing this, Virgil offered up not only the address of the hotel, but the room number 2. Once Harry had the address, he alerted Arizona authorities about Virgil and Yvette's whereabouts, and the police, not the pizza, arrived to the hotel within minutes. Officers were able to apprehend Virgil without incident and bring the young girl to safety. She was then transported back to her grandparents' home in California. Yvette's grandparents couldn't begin to thank Harry enough. For a while, it seemed as though their beloved granddaughter would never return. Little did they know, a man halfway around the world would help them crack the case. I spend my life on the internet, but little did I know that talking to random people would lead me to find this little girl, Harry said in an interview. She is loving where she is now. I cried so much when I saw the photos of her with her grandparents. Obviously, people were ready to heap praise on Harry. Kim and Gary have since shared Harry's heroic story with their friends on Facebook and expressed how they view him as a hero. Harry, all the way in London, England, was the only one who helped and found our Yvette, Gary wrote in a post. Gary's message on Facebook continued, "Words can never express my gratitude for him. Yvette is alive because of what he did for us." It was lucky that they decided to reach out that day, because who knows what could have happened without Gary's smart thinking. It just goes to show that, sometimes, you can find help in some pretty strange places. Kim and Gary are sure lucky they reached out to a person who was willing to go out of their way to help.